Hi, and welcome to the TheKnittervention YouTube channel. This is the introduction video. I was hoping to do a YouTube live, but unfortunately I have to wait a little while before I'm able to do any streaming, so I'm doing the next best thing, and that is a one-take short video that I'm just going to upload, and I'm not going to do any intro or outro or anything like that on this video because I just wanted to get something up to introduce myself to the world. So I'm Erin White. I am the face behind TheKnittervention, which is a knit design brand. So I do a lot of knit design. I do some spinning, as you can see behind me. I also do the occasional commission, and I just knit things that I like to knit. I've also taken up some weaving, so my new project that I just finished is currently on right now. A couple things about me. I've been knitting for 8 years, and my name, TheKnittervention, comes from when I picked up knitting. I ran out of cigarettes on school night when my daughter had already gone to bed and fallen asleep, so I needed something to do with my fidgety hands because I was a pack and a half smoker at the time. So I ended up, instead of waking her up and taking her out to go get a pack of cigarettes from the corner store, I instead grabbed some takeout chopsticks, grabbed a ball of yarn that she was using to finger weave, and I Googled how to knit, and YouTube taught me how to knit, and I have not looked back since. I can tell you I don't know which is cheaper at this moment, smoking or anything related with fiber, but I can tell you which thing creates something that is better for the environment and better for my health, and that is knitting. So this YouTube channel is brand spanking new. And I'm going to be using this to upload content to go along with the patterns that I create. So I'm going to be posting a lot of tutorials on how to do different skills and techniques and stitches that are needed in order to follow along with my patterns. Some of my patterns are a little bit on the advanced side, so I want to make all my patterns accessible to any skill level, basically. And with creating these videos that show a step-by-step how-to for each of the types of techniques and skills needed for my patterns, anybody should be able to join in and to knit along with my pattern easily. I'm also going to be using this platform to upload spinning things. As you see, I have 3 of my wheels behind me. I have a flock of 7, but these 3 are kind of my favorites. I have my Ashford Traditional, I have my Athena wheel, my little pocket wheel, and I absolutely love her. And then I have my Blue Bonnet thimble wheel, which I actually purchased when I was on a work trip up in Alaska. She folds down, as you see, and she fit in my luggage, and she made her way back to Michigan with me. I'm also going to be uploading some content to go along with my podcast. I'm not going to be using this channel as strictly as my podcast, but every once in a while I'll put up an episode on here, or I'll do an episode up here and then upload the audio with my other podcast, which you can find on Apple Podcast, through iTunes, or on SoundCloud as TheKnittervention. You can also find me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I don't really use Twitter, but I have an account as TheKnittervention. And yeah, so a couple of the things that I am working on right now, specifically for this YouTube channel, is a knit along that is starting on the 13th of April and running through the 8th of May for my newest pattern, my Celtic Coast Shawl. So I'm going to be uploading the first video for that on the 13th, when the knit along starts. I'm calling it the quarantine knit along, and there's still plenty of time to get your pattern and get the yarn and join in. So the shawl that we're doing the knit along with is the Celtic Coast Shawl. So this is the shawl that we're doing. This is the 3-color fade. There is a 5-color fade version and, of course, a solid color version. And the pattern has instructions for the 5 and 3-color versions. So the first YouTube videos that I'm going to be uploading are going to be how to do this garter tab cast on, because it is a very large garter tab cast on. It is a 9-stitch by 19 row garter tab cast on, and that will allow for this 15-stitch braid right down the center, as well as 3-stitch garter border and the 2x2 left cross and right cross cables that are along the top border. So the first video is, like I said, going to go over the garter tab cast on, going to go over the right cross and the left cross cables. It's going to go over the 5x5 right and left cross cable that create the braid down the center, and it will also go over the make one right and make one left stitch increases for the, to make the triangle for the shawl. I am also going to be uploading a seed or moss stitch how-to to go along with this, and then towards the end of the knit along, I'll be going over how to do this absolutely wonderful lattice stitch that the shawl has, specifically the lattice stitch used on this shawl, because a lot of the videos that I found out there aren't quite the same as what I have for this shawl. Close, but no cigar. And I'm also going to be going over at the very end how to do an I-cord bind off, which I know there are a lot of videos out there on how to do that, but I want to specifically make videos to go along with the patterns that I create. So this will be the first one, and then I will be creating videos for some of my other patterns that I have out there, like my Chena River travel socks, and my cabled and fabled socks, which has a lot of cabling in it. I absolutely love it. And an Eye of Partridge heel, which I hadn't done before that pattern, and I love how it looks. It's such a nice texture. I'm a big tactile, textury person when it comes to knitting. So when I create patterns, I like to make sure that there's texture in them and it's not boring and it keeps the knitter's attention. That's important for me. I don't like patterns that you can just kind of fall asleep to as you're knitting, but like I said, that's just me. So those are the first videos that I'm going to put up. So and like I said, I'm going to keep this fairly short, so I am going to go ahead and bow out, but thank you for tuning in. And I hope that you come back when I start posting some of my tutorials and some of my other videos where I'm kind of rambling like I am a little bit now. And yeah, in the future videos, I will be talking about things that I'm working on, as far as works in progress, designs that I'm coming out with, and test knitting that I'm going to be posting. I have a couple of really, really exciting designs that I'm working on with a couple of local indie dyers in the state of Michigan on creating. So I'm very much looking forward to posting that information later on when I have something a little bit more concrete to share and show. And yeah, like I said, I'm also going to be posting spinning things and some weaving things. And I look forward to sharing that with you. So with that, have a wonderful day. click like and subscribe. That's apparently a thing that YouTubers say. So like and subscribe, and you'll get notified when I post my next videos. Have a great day. Bye.